99%. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another rendition of the new Marquee Podcast. Now, before we go further, Marquee Gang, I'm telling you now, with the addition of my brother Corn, we we've been kicking around name changes to the pod. Listen, your subscriptions don't need to change. You see what I'm saying? Keep listening to us. It's just like goddamn, chill out. It's just a little name change. You know what I'm saying? If we even do that, right? But y'all know who I am. I'm Keita Dilla.
By the name of Mav as usual.
What's up, guys? I'm Big Corn Stalk. Everybody call me Corn though. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right, now Marquee Gang. If you are a day one fan, you know that I consider Wheezy F Baby as the GOAT. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and in my opinion, it ain't even close. But as y'all know, the Carter 6 dropped today. So what we gonna do? What we gonna do here on the Marquee Pod? We're gonna give each member of the pod the floor without interruption. We're gonna let each pod member get their fully transparent review off on the Carter 6. Who wanna go first?
I go, man. Listen,
Okay, you go.
because I know y'all gonna try and be nice and try to do all the other shit with something. I'm gonna keep it real, keep it trill, keep it simple.
Wait. Before you go, say your name so you can stand on your statements later.
This is Corn speaking. This is Big Corn Stalk speaking. The biggest of the biggest. You hear me?
Yeah.
The Lil Wayne album that dropped at midnight last night is a waste of fucking time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
It was 19 tracks. And yeah, if you ask me, 5 of 19 is about it. I'm gonna give him maybe I'll push him 7 if I'm trying to push him. Uh, the 5 songs worth a damn on there is written history, banned from New Orleans,
Mm.
the big at the plug song, and Wayne's the worst verse on that song.
Hey, that big
Um,
X. Hey, the big X feature
Yeah,
is
that song is hard.
amazing.
I do like that song.
and
Woo.
Wayne's the worst song. It has probably one of the worst verses I ever heard in my life on that track.
I can't say that.
Yes, I can, bro. Yes, I can,
All
bro.
right,
Yes, I can, bro.
Mav. It's uninterrupted. Uninterrupted.
Barrel to your
Yeah, my bad,
temple,
my bad. Yeah.
barrel to your temple like a pimple, my nigga. Zit, zit, zit. Stop it. Stop it. And
That
please,
clearly went over your head, but my bad.
please do not tell me to keep going because I can keep going on the trash bars that this nigga had to say in this album, bro. Now, hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
okay, okay, Matt.
Y'all not gonna sit here and tell me that this album was cold. It's not cold. It's not cold.
Okay,
We're gonna get that out of
Mav.
the way. It's the worst album of the Carter sixes. Is of the 6 Carters. I think it's 6 Carters. Yeah, of the 6 Carter, this is by far the worst 6 Carter. The worst Carter. This album was
Okay, Mav, you go. You got the flow. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right. Well, I'm
Two
gonna
minutes.
break. I'm gonna say simple like this. I I agree with him with Corn as far as I like probably like 7 songs were my favorites out of all of them. I think lyrically it wasn't like it was Wayne. You know, Wayne as I would expect him after the mixtape days and all that. He's just where he's supposed to be. I didn't care for the beats on there
Hmm.
at all. I didn't care for his beat selection or anything like that. The album as a whole, yeah, I think it's probably my least favorite Carter. I think
Oh
the
wow.
Carter 5 was better. Yeah. It's probably
without
my least favorite
question,
Carter, but maybe like I said, this is my
better,
first listen.
without question.
Yeah, like I enjoyed the Carter 5 better. And lyrically, like I said, lyrically, it just left more to be desired. Like lyrically, not even more to be desired. I'm sorry, not that. It's on par with where I expect him to be. It may be more to be desired because of the hype that it kind of got led up to. But as far as like lyrically, it's exactly where I thought Wayne is supposed to be at this stage in his career. Beat wise, I didn't care for the beat choice at all. I think it was just
Wow.
a little lackluster beat wise.
Ooh, I
But
cannot wait to
like I
go.
said,
Ooh, I can't wait to go.
but all in all, like I said, like I didn't absolutely hate it. I liked a few songs on it, but I did think it was my least favorite out of the Carters. But again, I still love one, so you know.
Is it my go?
Oh, it's your go. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Because I keep seeing everybody giving him this crutch that he's 40. Just because you're 40 years old does that mean you can't make good music.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please let me go.
Nas has put out King Disease 1, 2, and 3 and has been fucking fire. So I don't want to hear about no guy. And he's 50. So I don't want to hear about no. I don't want to hear about no. He's 40 and he can't put out. Oh, he's old. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that. If it's
Can I go?
ass, it's
Can I go?
ass. Go ahead,
Can I
bro.
go? Okay.
But I'm gonna let you.
Uninterrupt.
I'm gonna let you address that too. I'm gonna let you address that, man. When we spin black. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so first of all,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
okay, I can go, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so clearly, you know, clearly my podcast mates, woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but it's okay. Now, first of all, niggas been letting LeBron do that bullshit ass uh I'm such and such at 40 and blah 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 blah. Y'all been letting them do that shit all year. So goddamn right, Wayne is allowed shit, I'm 40. This is the best I can do album. Yes, he's allowed a I'm 40 and this is the best I can do album, first of all. Second of all, second of all, there were at least 10 bangers on there.
Stop.
At least. Now, I don't know what y'all now. I hear what you're saying about his verse on on the Big X feature. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't I don't know where he was taking us with that verse, but that song overall, bruh, that's gonna be a hit. I guarantee they about to make a video. You see what I'm saying? That shit gonna be on the radio, charting, making millions in no time. I guarantee it, cause Big X is hot as fire right now. And if I'm being real, to me, that was probably the second or third best song on there. Like y'all, and then, bruh, he had he on a song with Bono. He got a Jelly Roll feature. Like what? Are you crazy? Big X on that, like, bruh. If niggas didn't say, like I've been seeing a lot of people leaning on him being 42, and I do agree with you, Corn, that I see a lot of niggas trying to give him a pass about him being 40. I ain't one of them give him a pass because he 40 niggas. I just think, bruh, like the bars on there were insane, like all throughout the album.
Do we want to talk about Bells? Yes or no?
Let's talk about it. Go ahead.
Do we want to talk about Bells? Yes or no?
You talking about the LL tribute, right?
I son these niggas wear your sunscreen. Nigga, I swear I ain't touched. Nigga, I swear I ain't touched the ground since Jump Street. Nigga, I'm a Eagle Street nigga with watch my wings swing. Nigga gotta king me. Nigga ding ding ding. Nigga bells. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop
Let
it.
me, I gotta
Stop
interject.
it.
Like
Stop it. Stop it. I
let
can
me let
keep
me let
going.
me.
I can keep going.
Well, hold on.
Go, go
Let me
ahead,
say
bro.
this.
Go ahead,
Let
bro.
me
Go
say
ahead, bro.
this.
That was ass. But go ahead, bro.
In defense, kind of defense, even with Key, as a person who's made music for a while now. and I rap myself. You got those tracks where you just rapping just to show that you can rhyme. You know, sometimes it's not really about. Sometimes it doesn't even have to make sense. As crazy as it might sound to some people, it doesn't need to make sense all the time. Sometimes it's just like you're rapping. Sometimes when you're just in that flow state, you're just in that flow state. When you're in that creative state, so it may have been a track. I don't know his exact thinking on that one, but it may have been a track where he was just rapping. You know, and to your other point about the 40-year-old thing, yeah, it's not that you're going to give him a pass, that I'm trying to give him a pass or anything like that. That's not the case. The case is this: what more does he have to prove? Nothing.
So why come out with an album then? So see when you see that's another thing. When you say that, there's no point. So why come out with an album then? If he has nothing else to prove, why come out
Hold
with an
on.
album then? Why come out with an
Okay,
album?
if you're going to ask me that, it's because you'll never ever stop me from doing music, from doing what I love. If I claim like Wayne does, I am music, you will never stop me from making music. Music is in me. Music is I live, breathe like I'm just like Wayne with that one.
Hey,
I
excuse
live,
me.
Okay,
Can
breathe,
I?
and everything
okay,
with
okay,
music.
okay,
So,
okay, okay. Respect it.
oh,
Okay, so
yeah,
when you put out a project, it's going to get critiqued. Yes or no? It's either going to be
yeah,
good
of
or bad.
course,
So
of course,
in
yeah.
this case, the overwhelming in the streets is bad. I don't see what the problem is.
And,
He put out a
yeah,
project. He put out
Nah,
a
man,
project.
bruh.
He put out a project, and it was bad. It is what it is.
Man,
Same thing.
these
Same
dudes
thing.
these days
Same thing.
call
Same thing.
everything trash, bruh.
Same thing he did with I Am a Human Being too. I Am a Human
Like
Being.
this
That
is a
album was
this is a
ass.
this is a call everything trash era, bruh.
No, it's
Like
not.
Wayne
No, it's
would have
not.
had to Wayne
No, it's
would have
not.
had to put out a fucking masterpiece for somebody not to be saying it's
He
trash.
was doing that beforehand. So what was the problem?
What you mean? I mean, since he's gotten older, what do you mean a masterpiece? Like,
He was putting out masterpieces. He has a couple hiccups with I Am Human Being and all that. He has I Am Human Being. That was a hiccup. That was garbage. And he has the Rockstar album. That was also garbage. But you know what I'm saying? Carter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was cool.
this
So what we talking about?
I disagree about I'm Not a Human Being. I thought it was a dope album. I'm Not a Human Being
yeah,
is a dope album. I
What
thought
I'm
his
hands
rock album was
down it
pretty good.
was.
again, man,
But but
y'all
but
y'all are speaking in the minority, homie. I'm speaking in the consensus overall. Women, I am and I be was it's consensus not a good album to the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Let me ask you
That's
this. Let me
undeniable.
ask you this, Corn.
That's
How
undeniable.
many
That's
times you listen
undeniable.
to it? How many times you listen to it?
2 times. I don't need to hear it no more than 3 times, bro. I listened to it twice. Rockstar album, listen to it 1 time. I'm done.
You listen. You
let me
listen to 1 through 19 twice.
Which one? Which album? Which
Carter
album?
6.
Well, I've listened to Carter 6 twice. I mean, I've listened to Carter 6 twice just so I can be fluent on what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can go.
Okay.
That's why I can go
Let me. Okay,
pinpoint
no.
every
Because
verse that
I'm
was
building. I'm
trash, all
building.
type of silly shit he put in that motherfucker. But go
But
ahead.
look though, I'm building the criteria. So let me ask you this: not even about Wayne. When you think about an artist you listen to, like nobody in the history of no fucking body has made like an entire album where every single song is, you know what I'm saying? So how many songs do you allow artists to have on the album be good?
Well, it depends on how many. It depends on how many tracks they put out. Like
Okay,
guys who put out massive tracks like Wayne, Drake. I'm just stick with them two. When they put out an album, they're coming out with 19, 20, 22 tracks. So of course you're gonna have more opportunities for people to critique the song. Was why I call it bad. So he has 19 songs in there, bro.
so
And
okay, by
hold on,
your
you just said 10 of them were good. That's
yeah,
10 for 19. That's not even half.
bro,
I'm take
that's more than
I take
half,
that's 52%. I apologize. That's 52%. In a grading scale, that's not good.
bro.
Hold on, Matt. It's 52.
In this day
Matt,
and
it's
era, if you
52%
put
good. Yes or no? That means he skipped every other song. That's
no,
not
if you
good.
in this day and era, bro, if you got 19 tracks,
I'm using your own logic, bro.
no, I'm okay. Listen, so if you got 19 tracks on a song, and I personally say 10 of them is good.
That means you skipped every other song.
No, it don't. It means that I thought 10 of them were good.
So then, what other nine? Then what other nine are then?
That's what I'm saying right there. Okay, so if we got 10 good ones, I had 9. Honestly, I thought I say about 5 of them 9 I didn't really care for. I don't think they were ass songs. I just didn't care for them. And then the other
Yeah,
four,
I
I
agree.
felt like was
AKA they were ass, but go ahead.
no. See, that's what I'm saying. Is more to music than saying if it ain't good, it's ass.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Key. Like you gotta and even Carter Five in some ways had to grow on me a little bit. Is
Yeah,
because you really gotta like pay attention to like catch a lot of Wayne is an artist that you might catch some of the stuff he's saying later. Like he's an artist that like, okay, man, you may think it's
and think
gibberish
about it,
now, but later you catch up and you
Mav.
find you end up figuring out what he's saying later. So I mean
Look. Not to
it's
cut
I
you off.
guess
Not to
go
cut
ahead.
you off. But listen. You just made a fucking like a bombshell point. Cause think about it. Corn just said, Wayne made classics in the past. And think about it. How many motherfuckers understood all of them bars that Wayne was giving us back then on the first listen?
A lot
Not
of
everybody,
people,
not even
a
me.
lot of
No,
people, bro.
no,
A
no,
lot of
But
bro.
not
people,
everybody
a
Think
lot
did.
of
how many?
people, a
Like
lot of
Think about it.
there's
people.
a lot of people doesn't
What you
equal
talking
everybody
about,
though.
bro?
How many,
Everybody
bro,
did
bro,
not
bro?
catch every.
How,
Y'all are trying your hardest to turn
how
this
many,
Carter
bro?
Six
How
album into
many
a
times? No,
classic,
no,
bro.
no,
This
no. Let me ask
album is
you a question.
garbage.
Let me ask you a question. Do this just a simple yes or no question. Do both of y'all know all the words to Go DJ?
Yes,
How
I
many
do.
times did you hear
I
Go
do.
DJ
A
before you
lot.
knew every word?
One time, bro. It was one of them.
No, bro. You did
One
not
of
know the
them.
words to Go DJ off one listen. Come on now.
I've listened to every song two times. And I'm already giving you verbatim. I'm not looking at no choruses or nothing when I'm reading you the lines of these garbage ass lines. I'm giving you off the dome. But I can do that. I don't know about everybody else though. But go ahead.
Can't I? Me personally, it ain't any classic that I've ever called a classic. I at least listen to it at least 5 times before I consider that shit to be like. Well, I ain't gonna
It
lie.
don't take five. It didn't take Carter three
It took
five
it
listens.
took
It
it
don't
took
take Carter
me.
three five listens to listen to it until it's a classic, bro. It don't take five of them listens, bro. Carter three is a fucking classic. Arguably the best of the Carter series. You know what I'm saying? So what we talking about?
It took me 2 times to consider Killer Mike album a classic.
Stop,
Yeah.
bro. It should have been one listen, bro. Killer Mike's album is fire, and and also this is another dude who's well past 40 years old who put out a fucking fire album.
But you can't make that. You
So
can. It's not
y'all,
possible to
y'all are
consider
trying,
something a classic off one listen.
y'all are trying to. How many times do I need to listen to it, bro?
At least, honestly, to come to your conclusion,
I don't
I
need to
would
listen
say
to
at
it, bro.
least 4 times.
Music grabs you immediately. When it hits, bro. Music grabs you immediately, bro. If it's there, it's
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, it does, but not always. Sometimes
not with
music
rap,
takes a
bro.
minute.
Killer Mike's
Like
album.
with
You did
rap,
not.
sometimes music takes you a minute to get it. Like sometimes that be like, oh, I get it. Like one of my favorite artists, I tell Key all the time, is Jay Electronica. Not even the other day, there's a couple of lines I'm like, oh my goodness, I just now got this from. So it's like, okay, there's artists that are like that, you're gonna get it the first time, you know? Like a lot of artists have songs like that. I got songs like that. You're gonna get it the first time. There's
Yeah,
songs that other artists have, or songs that I have that you will not get into the second or third or fourth or years down the line. Because at that point, you're just listening you're listening to hear fanatics. Like at a point, if you're just bam, 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 bam sometimes. Or I'm not gonna just straight up say you're listening to hear fanatic, but a lot of things fans are listening just to hear we want to hear something spectacular. We want to hear blah 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 blah. We want to hear blah 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 blah. He's not. Nah, sometimes you got to get it. Sometimes it's in the simplest things, and you may
yep.
not get it. You may not get it the first time. It may take you a minute. I guarantee you. I promise. And listeners, right now, if you have the chance, if you want to listen to conscious rap and listen to exactly what I'm talking about, J Electronica. I promise you, there is no. I promise you, like
Let me
you'll
ask
know
you. Let me
exactly
ask
what I
y'all
mean.
this. Let me ask y'all this. What were you? What album had you listened to before you played the Carter Six?
What album have I listened to prior to this right here?
Prior, like not of Wayne. I mean, like what of your music vocabulary were you banging before you played the Carter Six?
before I played the
Reasonable
first.
doubt.
Cause that's the mindset that you went into listening to Carter Six with.
I just got the. It couldn't have been
Okay, so what was the last album?
the last time I listened to was the biggest plug.
Big X plug.
Yeah, biggest plug
And that's
loud.
the bruh, that's the vibe you
Yeah,
went
that's
into
I
Carter
love it.
Six expecting.
How?
Yeah,
Big
How?
big okay.
sometimes I'm not like I said.
How?
I'm not gonna
How?
just like
How
Key. I
did
get what you're saying.
just because I listened to biggest the plug album, that was my last album I listened to, does not mean I'm listening. I'm expecting
Let
a
me
little.
okay, so let
I
me
you
explain
lost
what
me on
let
that
me
because I would listen to Primo Rice album before that before I would listen to Primo Rice album yesterday, which this is his worst album in a while. But nonetheless, hold on, comes for another day. But I just listened to Primo Rice album yesterday, and then I
okay, so
listened
let
to
me explain what I'm saying. The
yeah,
reason
you
why
losing me, bro.
I asked that question, honestly, I seen Quincy Jones do some shit where a nigga was calling some shit he did trash, and he asked him, he said, "What was the last album you listened to before you played my music?" Dude said it. Quincy Jones said, um, your brain basically it's like a algorithm your brain has that if you listen to a Big X album before you listen to the Carter Six, you're going to still be expecting that type of vibe. And that's something that
No,
you have no control over, bro. I'm telling you.
no, I'm
Like,
not, bro. Again,
okay, so
you're trying
okay.
your hard you're trying your hard to turn this Carter Six album into something cold, and it's just and it's not, bro. It's not cold, bro.
I
It's not cold. It's not.
no
It's
no
not.
no. Okay. So if I'm being honest,
It's not cold,
I
and it's the
think
worst. It's the worst of the Carters, and it's
it's
not
not.
cold.
I was just finna say that, bro.
What Carter is
Carter
better than?
Six. I can rank the Carters right now
Okay,
off
fine.
the
Go ahead.
dome. Three, one, two,
2,
four,
4.
6, 5.
Bruh, Carter 5 is better than it's Carter 5 is better than Carter 6, bro. Like, what about me is better than every
It's
song
not,
on
bro.
there. What about me is better than every song on here. From Carter
Carter
5
5 is not better than 6 to me. To me,
again, again.
Yeah,
You're in the.
to me, I like 5 better than 6. I think it's better, but personally,
It's more
I
songs. It's
think
not even a better. It's not even
yeah.
debatable. It's way. You got Mona Lisa on there with Mona Lisa on that track with Kendrick Lamar.
And it gave me a nostalgia. Yeah, you're right. Mona Lisa was dope, but it
Like,
also gave
are
me a
we
nostalgia
serious,
feeling, I
man?
guess.
Are we for real, bro? Like, come on, bro.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think if he does another Carter, because like he needs to work with Manny Fresh. I'd love to
I
see a
think
Carter like another Carter produced by Manny Fresh, like on there.
ain't
I think he should.
Dark Side of the Moon on that song on that album too.
Yep, I
Dark Side
think
of the Moon
so.
featuring Nicki Minaj. Man, dude, it's over. It's over, bro. Like, man,
hey,
man,
I mean,
stop.
listen, it's okay. Look, so
I get it,
we
but again,
can
at the end of the day, it's
Uproar.
opinions.
Yeah,
It's
yes,
opinion.
yeah.
It's opinions, and there's no rules in music. So this isn't
but it's
basketball,
crazy.
football.
It's crazy because I've been seeing a lot of niggas say that 5 is better than 6, but
Duh,
we
because it
not gonna
is.
sit
But go
here.
ahead.
We not gonna sit here and act like when 5 came out, them same niggas was saying that it was trash.
Yeah, there were people saying that. There was
Like,
people saying that it was
cut it
trash.
out. Like,
It's
you
no,
can't
it's
have it both
again,
ways.
you're gonna have people say everything is trash, but it's nowhere near the overwhelming consensus that it is from 5 to 6. No, it's not, bro. It's just not even close, bro. Like, come
Hey,
on, stop it, bro. Like, it's not even
real
close.
shit though.
It's not even
I did,
close.
I did, I did cook y'all with how y'all been trying to give LeBron this little 40-year-old grace.
No, you didn't, bro. No, you didn't.
Y'all think
Cause I killed you. I killed your own logic. Y'all have been killing your own logic. You brought up
so? Is
Killer Mike.
Wayne not? So
You
Wayne
brought
is
up
not
Killer. You
he's
brought
not
up
a
Killer Mike.
bro. He 20 years in.
You brought up Killer Mike, and he's well over 45 years old. He came out with an album of the year. What are you talking about?
Bro, Killer Mike ain't been in the game as long as Wayne.
Yes, he has. He's older than him. What are you talking about?
He's physically older than him, bro. Wayne been in the
Bro,
game since he was 12 years old.
bro, man, who I'm talking
Yeah, Killer
to?
Mike.
Who I'm talking
I
to,
don't think
bro?
Killer Mike's been in the game as long as Wayne has.
Yes, he
He
has.
hasn't. Bro, Killer Mike
Not
came in like
not on that.
the
And
late
if he has,
2000s.
it was under underground scale that I remember. I don't
Bro,
remember him ever being
y'all is
that big.
on
Like
drugs, right? Y'all is on. I'm not tripped that he's not.
it wasn't until after. It really wasn't until after he started pairing up with Outkast that really people knew his name like
Right.
that.
But look,
Like
so
after he
look,
What
paired up with Outkast, that's how Killer Mike got known.
so look.
what does that
Okay,
guy?
look, y'all.
What does
So
that guy
look,
do with him that he been
we
rapping
got,
longer than him? Because he has.
okay, so look, y'all. We done spent enough time on the Carter 6 review. We clearly gonna have to agree to disagree. I really don't agree with nothing that was said here. But
That because that because your feelings involved, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
to
I
to
can't go.
progress
Hey,
to progress
y'all
this
heard my stance
conversation.
on it. So
So to progress this conversation, Corn, we'll let you introduce this one, your Allen Iverson topic.
L. Iverson topic. Uh, does anybody know how many? Well, I know Mav and Keontae I already know off the top of the dome because I already seen my topic already. But if you guys didn't know, how many shoes did Al Iverson come out with in our time frame? How many lines does he have right now? If
If
you could,
I'm being 100% honest,
how many lines does he have? Do you know?
no, I don't. I honestly only acknowledge like two
I
styles of
remember there
Allen
being
Iverson
three.
shoes.
I remember there being three. I remember there
Allen
being the I
Iverson has
threes.
notoriously put out ugly shoes. He's an ugly shoe putter outer. But
Definitely.
I don't blame him because his shoe, I don't know what the designers was on back then, but it's the same time frame that came out with the damn shoes that had the spinner on the side of it, and like that era had the ugliest shoes in history. So I don't blame AI for that.
Not necessarily. I mean,
Bro, that was an
I'm looking at
ugly
them
shoe
now.
era, bro.
It really wasn't.
What you
It
mean?
really wasn't. It was ugly shoes. It's ugly shoes now that everybody
Think
buying.
about the Spreewells.
Honestly, ugly shoes are what everybody buying now. What is all these Balenciagas that's what everybody is just because they put
Well, them niggas
$1,500 on
they
it.
was before their time, bro.
But but it's gonna be bad shoes everywhere. But if you ask me, the '90s and 2000 shoe game was top tier. Do you hear me? Top tier.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm top tier. Top
it
tier.
was.
Top top tier. Top
I like the
tier.
early 2000s era of shoes.
The '90s was top tier, homie. The '90s, all the Jordans you speak about 1 through 14 were all in the '90s, bro. Those are all
Well,
'90 shoes.
I know.
I think the 15s might have been '99.
Hey,
I
but
have to go
look,
look at
they
my book,
said
but
you can't.
1 through 14 are
They
literally
said you
all.
can't
Matter of
say
fact, I think
Jordans because Jordan started in the 80s.
I think the ones is actually the '86, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah,
The
Yeah, that's
ones
what I'm
is the
saying.
'80s, but
man, I love it.
nonetheless, the 1 through 14s are all considered '90 shoes. The Barclays are all definitely '90s. The Barclays series was ridiculous. The Penny Hardaway series was ridiculous. The foam,
Hey,
the 1 cents, the half
hey,
cents, man, the
look.
rookies, man.
I got a great topic. I got a great topic.
Oh, by the way,
Let's do.
Allen Iverson had 14 shoes. Just to let y'all know. If y'all, we got off topic, but
What the fuck,
Allen, Allen Iverson
bro?
had 14 shoes. But the streets only recognize like three of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Hey, but
and one
listen,
and one of his shoes are in the '90s. The questions. So yeah,
hey, you didn't even. Well, okay, so give me your top three '90s shoes, not Jordans.
it's gonna be Georgia. I have to. So let me
See,
see, let me see.
you can't say Jordans.
So I'm gonna say
I guarantee you
I'm gonna
ain't
say
gonna
the
say it.
I'm gonna say the Barkley tools. The Barkley
Hmm.
tools was ridiculous.
You
The
ain't gonna say
quest
it.
the questions was ridiculous.
That's two.
And then if I had to let's see if I had to say another top tier. See, I don't want to get into the shoes like the shell toes and the forces and all that. 'Cause that'll change the game. Because then we
Hey
really getting
Mav.
into shoes. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey
but
Yeah,
I'm
Mav. Make hey
what's up?
make sure you make clips of this conversation. I think this shit could go viral.
I think I think see, like I said, I don't want to go into the forces and the class and forces and the shell toes stuff like that because that'll bring us into a whole another ball game of
Can
shoes.
I give my top three?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Top three 90 shoes. That's not Jordans. Number one overall. Number one. No, I'm sorry. I started three. Three, Ken Griffey's, bro.
Uh-huh.
I was in love with the Ken Griffey's. I ain't gonna hold you. Number two, you ain't even mention it, which is insanity. The Gary Paytons that zipped up.
Nah, that wasn't it for me. But go ahead.
You talking about the GPs with the big Nike sign on the front that zipped up? You ain't like those? Bruh, every basketball team that I played on or we played against at one point in my life had them GPs on, either the black and white ones. It was like they had them according to their team color. You said them? Ah, that's crazy. Okay, so for me, so I said three is, damn, I forgot. I said the Ken Griffey's. Two is the zip up Gary Paytons. Number one, not Jordan, is the Dan Marinos, bro. Y'all didn't
Uh,
never have y'all ain't never seen the Dan Marinos,
yes, the Dan Marino's was fire.
bruh. Oh my god, bruh. The Dan Marinos. I played in a football championship game in a pair of green, black, and white Dan Marinos, bruh. I think I had like 3 touchdowns that game. You know, went crazy.
So I'm okay. Listen, here you go. I'm gonna go. I'm going Charles. I'm going number three. Charles Barkley, Nike Air Max 94s. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. Them the mid tops. This is when the mid tops was the thing. So,
Yeah,
but mid tops. You know what I'm saying? Then
I
I'm
remember them
definitely.
shoes. I remember them.
I'm going. I just because of the wave that he hit. I actually personally believe Dion was better. I mean Dion. The Dion Marinos were better than Dion's, but the wave of the
They
Dion,
were.
the diamond turfs though.
Yeah, yeah,
They hit hard. They hit hard. They hit hard. They hit
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
They hit hard.
I agree with you
They
on that.
they,
Yeah,
they hit hard. They hit hard. And then my number one would be the pennies. The pennies.
yeah.
The pennies
Which ones though? Cause
I'm
you
tell
know he
you
got the
right.
phone posits, and then he got little the little team shoe he had.
What's the I think it's the threes I'm thinking about.
They
No,
got the
that's
little
not the
bubble on
threes.
the side.
Nah, nah, them was
Man,
not
we
it.
didn't even mention the Jason Kids. Oh,
Nah, nah, the Jason Kidd. Jason Kids was fire, but it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
The penny ones, the penny ones, the penny
yeah, yeah, yeah,
ones, the
yeah,
penny
yeah, yeah. I know what
ones,
you're talking
the
about.
penny
Yeah,
ones, the penny
yeah,
ones,
yeah,
the penny ones, the penny ones. But see, shoes in the '90s was fire though. You know what I'm saying? But when if I had to take it back in the 2000s, if I had to keep going in the 2000s or whatever, you feel me? Like when they came out with the Hirachi 2K4s,
yeah, yeah.
those might go on Mount Rushmore. Do you hear me? Mount Rushmore kicks right there. The 2K4s, the Hirachis, was on another
Hey,
level.
I ain't gonna lie. If we gonna mention the '90s Jordans, I gotta tell my '90s Jordan story, bruh. Bruh,
Mm-hmm.
I actually, bruh. Of course, Marquee Gang, y'all know I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. In Nashville, Tennessee, back in the '90s, a very, very dangerous area of the city. It was named Village Trail, right? I lived in Village Trail when it was dangerous over that motherfucker. Now listen, I seen a nigga get robbed right out his shoes, right out his shoes, right there on the bus stop, broad daylight. And of course, the nigga he come, I never forget. He come down the street. We on the bus stop. It's early in the morning. We getting ready to go to school. And you know, okay, back in the '90s, all the niggas that used to sell dope, they would still be outside when we finna go get on the bus because these niggas been outside all night selling dope, right? So a nigga come through, he clean. I never forget, bro. I I I, I remember the shit so good. I remember the nigga outfit. He had on what What number of Jordans is that with the red? It got like the red hump on the side.
The red hump on the side.
It's like it's really a basic ass shoe, but because it's J's, everybody had them. It they got what number is that? Fuck. He hit he hit the shot against Byron Russell.
I mean, red hump on the side. You got 12s. You got
He had on black and white ones in that game, but okay, whatever. Regardless, look him up. Look up Michael Jordan shoes he had on in the game against Byron Russell when he hit the shot at the end. But listen, the nigga had that on. He had the jersey to match. He had on a pair of white Dickies, bruh. Nigga ran from behind the house on his ass, stuck him up right there in front of everybody on the bus stop. Made that man take his shoes off, all kind of shit.
uh,
Picked all this shit up and literally just walked up the street. And then the nigga stood that got robbed. He was standing there, and like it was about 8 of us on the bus stop. We looking like nigga, and he just, bro. I swear to God, he just stood there. He just watched the nigga walk off. Like if you familiar with Village Trail, back then it was like a wooded area. That's how old this shit was. But now, if you go to Village Trail and go all the way to the top, it's a whole bunch of houses and shit up there. They done added on. The nigga just watched the nigga that robbed him walk off into the woods. And then when the nigga got far enough that we couldn't see him no more, that's when bro walked back to where he came from. I swear. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, bro. But anywho, um, so okay, let me ask you this about the AI shit. So what's like why what was significant about that? Like why was niggas asking, do you know how many shoes he had? What's the backstory?
the the backstory would be because it's Allen Iverson. And
Mm,
again, a lot of people just associate Allen Iverson with maybe like three or four shoes, the questions, the zip ups, which I believe the I4s, the
mm.
and I believe maybe the A6s and but I'm gonna just go a lot of I'm gonna just go back. Let me rephrase all that. If you just ask the streets, they're just gonna say the questions and the zip up joints, which is the I4s, and everybody else is probably just gonna be like, okay, and they forget about the rest of them. So they just forget that he had 12 more lines outside of the normal two that most people in the streets are gonna associate Iverson with. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny to me because Iverson in the streets and the culture is a beloved man. You know what I'm saying? Black folks love Iverson, but they don't know how many shoes he got. Jordan, you know how many shoes Jordan got and all that, right? You know what I'm saying? We know all Jordan shoes. And for whatever reason, we us as black folks, we only associate Iverson with two shoes, even though he has like 15, 14 shoes
Bruh, can I
of
keep it
his
real?
line.
Can I keep it real on our
What's up?
platform, bruh?
Go ahead.
If I'm being 100% honest, here's my thoughts on Allen Iverson, bruh. Now, when I was younger, and I tell Allen Iverson to his face, when I was younger, bruh, I didn't like him, and I'm gonna tell you why. Honestly, I thought he was a thug.
Right.
But look, here's why I didn't like him. Because the basketball teams that I played on, they were all about structure. You see what I'm saying? It was like we were, you know what I'm saying? Like we weren't allowed to have afros, braids and shit. Like we had to keep our hair cut. You see what I'm saying? And it was like our coach was like no nonsense. So it's like me being in that type of environment, and then my basketball team, goddamn it, you see what I'm saying? That was a point where we didn't lose a game in 2 years. So it's like I'm thinking this is the way to be. And then I looked at Allen Iverson. It's like this nigga got on, he got the tattoos. He don't listen to nobody. He got, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me stay away from him. You see what I'm saying? It was like you go to a Kobe Bryant who is all about discipline, all about working hard, all about doing the things. You see what I'm saying? It's like that's why I gravitated towards Kobe versus AI. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
But yeah, man, I just go ahead. My bad.
That definitely makes sense. It makes plenty of sense. I mean, Ed Iverson was for the he changed the game, man. He brought in the swag, he brought in the baggy shorts, the sleeves, the headbands, the wristbands, the sauce. He brought the streets to the NBA. He definitely did. You hear me? And so, not everybody, not everybody was adapted to that or caught hip
And
to
then
that.
I
But
ain't gonna lie, when the story got out that the nigga, he was getting into it with his coach and shit, I really went the complete opposite way. Cause like, you see what I'm saying? I'm a coach's kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a sports family, and just being real, in my family, you don't disrespect your coach. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah, I can't fuck with you, AI.
right, I
That I
understand.
mean, that was my mindset as a kid. But then, you know what I'm saying, like the older I got, I learned to appreciate him. But no, as a kid, I wasn't fucking with him. And I ain't gonna lie, man, when the Lakers was kicking their ass, that's the series that I became a Kobe fan. Because it's like in school. Now think about it. When the Lakers beat the Sixers for that first championship, Kobe was a star, but he wasn't shit at that time. I mean, everybody was on Shaq nuts. So it's like I always thought Kobe was better, and it was like Kobe proved he was better than him. You see what I'm saying? It was like
When it proved he was better than AI or Shaq?
both, if you ask me,
When did he prove he was better than Shaq?
bruh. I think it was you that posted the graphic where
Shaq got four MVPs, bro. To Kobe's one.
clearly,
I mean
clearly.
three, actually three.
But think about it, bruh. In that first series against the Sixers, I'm gonna find the graphic and I'm gonna send it to you.
Also,
Like Kobe was outplaying him, bruh.
Shaq got Finals MVP for that as well too. But go ahead.
Of course they did. I told you that everybody was biased, bruh. The same reason Kevin Durant got that goddamn second Finals MVP over Steph. That's why they
Because he
gave it
does
to Shaq.
because he deserved it. Because he deserved it. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
He was the
bruh.
best player on the
Think
planet for
about
2 years in a row, bro. At least in that
so
finals he was.
okay. So think about 2 games in that series. Shaq fouled out. Kobe closed the game. So you telling me he's more valuable? This nigga can't shoot free throws. All you got to do to get him off his square is put him on the foul line, right or
It's
wrong.
not it's not true, bro.
That's not true. Are you crazy? What?
Shaq averaged 33, 16, 5 assists, and 3 blocks in the finals, bro. What are we talking about against the 76ers, bro? What are we talking about? Kobe averaged 24.6, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. That's nothing close to what Shaq did, bro.
But that's yeah, because it was I couldn't hear in the background.
Did you just hear what I just said, man, bro? 33, 16, 5 assists, and 3.5 blocks on 57% shooting against the defensive player of the year, Matumbo. Man, bro. Anyway, next, bro. Next, bro.
So, anywho,
Next.
in that series against the Sixers, I felt like Kobe outplayed AI, and that's when he became my favorite player.
Okay,
And that's when I went further away from that nigga from that series.
and just to let you know, Allen Iverson led. So when did he outplay Kobe? When did Kobe outplay
Who?
AI?
AI?
Kobe averaged 24 points a game.
Bro, This is my
So we got
thing.
so we got to go
You
so we got to
cannot
go so we
look
got to
at
go
the
off feelings.
numbers and
So we
say,
got to
"Oh,
go off
he
feelings.
outplayed
Got you.
him."
No
No,
problem.
if
I
you
got you.
watch, bro, I watched that series, bro.
Iverson average
It's not feelings. Okay, so
36
you
points a
think you
game
can
in that
tell the
series,
truth
bro.
about a
What do you want me
game
to
by
tell
the
you?
numbers,
He averaged 13 more points than Kobe. So he didn't outplay Kobe? Oh my God. Okay.
bro? Kobe clearly outplayed him. If he did
Because
that
they don't have a
much,
fucking team.
would they?
It's just
Why did
AI.
he only
What are you
manage
talking
one win?
about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Name AI's team.
He didn't have a team.
Okay.
He
Name
had
the next
he
team.
had
Name the
Matumbo.
next player.
He had
Man,
Matumbo. He had Eric Snow. What's the nigga
man,
name?
stop talking, bro.
I think the
Stop talking,
backup
bro.
center name was
Stop talking,
Theo
bro.
Ratliff.
Stop.
Uh, Aaron
That's good
McKee. That's the start. That's the starting lineup right there.
because of AI.
They got to the finals. I never said it wasn't because of him,
They
but I
are a
mean, you
trash
can't just
team. What are you
say
talking about? It was
everybody
AI
was trash,
carrying his
even though we
fucking
got to the
roster.
finals.
I just named you his freaking roster. Matumbo who can't score, Eric Snow can't score, Aaron McKee can't score, Tyrone Hill can't score, Matt Geiger can't score, Rajah Bell's a rookie, can't score. Name the people who can't score the ball.
But hey, wasn't Matumbo in that
I didn't say
same
you can't
trash year
score.
that
You
you
got to
talking
put the
about?
ball in
Wasn't
the cup,
Matumbo the defensive
homie.
player of the year?
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
I understand that, but nigga, if you're the defensive player of the
Against
year,
what?
shouldn't you be more effective?
Against who? Against Shaq?
What you mean against what?
No, he's
So
not.
Matumbo
What are
is
you
not
talking about?
one of the better centers of all
What are
time?
you talking about?
Okay. Is he not a Hall of Famer?
Yes. Who does not get in the
Is
Hall of Fame in
Dikembe
the NBA?
Mutombo a
Who
Hall
don't
of
get
Famer?
in?
Yes or no?
Vlade Divac's in the Hall of Fame. But Matumbo as from a defensive side of things was a Hall of Famer. So I'm with you. I got you. But I don't want to hear about Hall of Fame when Vlade Divac's in the Hall of Fame. I don't want to
Okay.
hear that. No, he didn't, bro. What are you talking
Vlade
about?
Divac
He
had
has
a
he
decent
won
career.
one
What do
All
you
Star in the
mean?
NBA, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Okay. Okay, so
I'm
whatever.
sure. I'm sure you don't.
It don't matter. I
But
don't
go
care
ahead.
about Vlade Divac, bro. But anywho, so we got off topic.
I have no clue.
We
You
got
try to
off
say that.
topic. What were
You
we
try
even
to say that
talking
Kobe
about?
was better than Shaq. That don't even make sense. When Shaq got three of the Shaq got three MVPs on the same roster that Kobe was on. Come on.
That's because the offense went through him. He's supposed to. He was the star.
So if he'd have started, how is Kobe
Was
averaging
he
all these other
not?
points with him too? Then, so in what world?
Because he's a better player than him. In Earth, he's on the planet Earth in that time frame. Kobe was better than Shaq. And Kobe proved
Yeah.
that because of the careers they end up having when they split up. Kobe won two without him
No, he was not.
against better teams.
I think Shaq's a more dominant player.
That was
He's probably
But
the
think
LeBron,
best,
about
bro.
most
Come on,
okay,
dominant
okay.
'06
man.
when
Who
Shaq
did
won,
Miami
he
beat
beat
in the
Josh
finals that
Howard.
year?
He beat Josh Howard, Devin Harris,
Okay, they
Jerry
beat the
Stackhouse.
Mavericks, right? With Sean
Dirk was
Marion
on the
them.
roster. That was Jason Terry.
He wasn't
Who
on
was on
that
that
Dallas
team?
roster.
Jerry
Wait,
Stackhouse, Devin
ain't ain't,
Harris,
ain't that
Jason
the Dirk
Terry,
fadeaway
Josh
shit? The
Howard. I
Dirk
mean, that
fadeaway,
that
yeah.
was the nucleus of the team. Eric Dampier was the starting center.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? I think that team won like 60 plus games a year, whatever.
Dirk wasn't on that team.
But that was the way
Okay, I thought so.
that was
Okay, but think about this though. That's who Shaq beat for that
you act
championship.
like Kobe didn't have a team
Look
with
who
him
Kobe
though.
beat for his without Shaq.
He had a roster with him.
The
He didn't
fucking
drag
damn
it.
near
He didn't
greatest
drag
damn
that
Boston
roster, bro.
team ever.
He had Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum, Lamar Odom. Like the
Ray
niggas had
Allen, Paul
squads, bro.
Pierce,
Like what?
KG,
Y'all
goddamn,
y'all be
even
tripping
they,
with it.
Rondo, even they
Y'all be
damn
tripping that
backups,
niggas didn't
bruh.
have nothing.
Better than that damn Dallas team. Wait.
How? I mean, Shaq is touted as the most dominant player ever in
No.
basketball.
they definitely had a squad. They definitely had a squad, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I still feel that Kobe was like overall he ended, especially overall, he way better than Shaq.
A glaring weakness, defense, but that's a whole other
And
conversation for another
Kobe's
day.
more fundamentally sound. Kobe's a better player, I think. I feel like he's more fundamentally sound than Shaq is. He's more closer to Jordan, and Jordan was the most fundamentally
It
sound
doesn't.
basketball player I've ever
It
seen in
didn't.
my life.
And
So
actually,
I
Let me ask you
Kobe's
this:
him
defense is the
being
most.
there.
It's the biggest lie
what's
that's
a
been. It's one of the
glaring
biggest
weakness that
lies that's
Kobe
been
had?
told in NBA history. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a
Hmm.
lie.
No, 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 no,
Uh,
no, 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 no,
I can see
no.
YouTube videos of James Harden
Did
telling
you
people
just
down.
say
What they
Kobe
got to do
didn't
with that?
have defense?
Again,
No,
Kobe Bryant's
no,
defense is
no.
the
Cause
biggest
I don't,
lie that the NBA
bro,
sold
there.
you on. You know what I'm
I can
saying?
send you a YouTube video right
Because
now
again, once
of
again, when
Kobe
I tell
shutting
you
niggas down,
his defensive rating is not even top 50, it's not even top 250 all time.
bro.
That is
Come
a
on,
that's a
bro. No,
pause.
no,
That's a
no.
pause for
Are you in
cause.
front of your
How
computer or
how do
something?
you
Pull
have
the stats up. How
how do you
many
have
all defensive teams did
who do I
Kobe
know?
make?
AI, Paul Pierce, Paul and Kobe said in his book
Oh
that
my god.
Kobe destroyed that Paul Pierce destroyed him. What we talking about? He said he could never figure out Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy would kill him every time. What we talking about? That's in his book.
So
Trace
who
McGrady fried him. We watched Gilbert Arenas give him
who do
60. What
you
we talking
know
about?
that
What we
cooked
talking about?
Kobe?
What we talking about? I can keep going. I can keep doing this. Okay. Okay. Kobe Bryant. Let me ask you this right here. Let me ask you 2004. I think it's 2004, 2005.
Okay,
Let
so
me take it back. Let me take that back. In
but my thing
basketball,
is
bro.
this:
In
everybody
basketball,
got
when
somebody
you're
that go
the
off on them
so-called
every now and then. But
supreme
is it
offensive player
consistent
for
though?
your team, can you give the same amount of effort on offense
Like,
that you do on
can you
defense?
show me?
Yes or no? Okay, so do you believe you just said that? So do you believe Kobe Bryant, when he averaged 35, was a first team All NBA defensive player as well at the same time? Yes or no?
You should be able to, but it's not realistic. That year he averaged 35. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If it's one person in the history of basketball, no, 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 no. So if you don't have to be top five. You don't have to be top five everything, bro, to win. But you got to think about deep. But think about this, bro. Think about this. You you can have a not so good one on one percentage, but be leading the league in steals, or you could have, bro. You could have what if you got high blocks, bro? So basically what you're saying is you're ignoring the facts. You're ignoring the shit that's in your face. And because you just simply don't believe that it's possible for him to have a first team all NBA and lead the league in scoring. Because that's what you're saying. You're not giving facts. You're just saying I don't think it was possible. When you say he was the worst rated player, is that one on one? What is that, bro? I just I don't believe that. I need to see that in black and white because it's no way a motherfucker can be the best player in the league and but he terrible. Like, come on now, what facts did you give? Oh, hey, and you know what? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? The guy y'all love to hate, Skip Bayless. Old Skip Bayless. You remember when he used to say that when everybody was giving LeBron these props about being this great defensive player, Skip Bayless would come on TV and he would say he has the worst defensive rating. But everybody would say, "Oh, but did you see that chase down block?" Or or no, 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 bro. Bro, so you mean to tell me Skip Bayless never said that about LeBron? Keep it real, bro. Skip Bayless constantly used to point, bro. Okay, okay. Allen Iverson. If you watch the game, a motherfucker averaging a certain, that's not telling the story. Because think about it. If I go for 35 one game, the next game, a motherfucker puts a certain person on me, and I only score 16 or 17. My team lose. Bro, Allen Iverson said out his own. Bruh, Allen Iverson said out his own mouth that Kobe Bryant is the reason that he couldn't do shit in the finals. What do you mean? Oh my God. So the same way Andre Iguodala got a Finals MVP just for guarding LeBron. Wait. So you telling me what you gonna ignore what Allen Iverson said out his own mouth? What that mean? It wasn't on Kobe, bruh. Think about okay. No. This is why he got off. It was not Kobe guarding him. It was either Derek Fisher or Tyronn Lue, bruh. Allen Iverson said when the Lakers made the switch and put Kobe on him, there's an iconic picture of Kobe guarding Allen Iverson in the finals. That's what Allen Iverson is talking about, bruh. Allen Iverson was not driving every play, bruh. Allen Iverson was pulling up. And when Kobe got on him and he couldn't shoot over him because Kobe was in his shit. Okay. I've also seen Kobe clamp Dwayne Wade. Did that happen or not? Did he win? They did. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard that the famous battle rap line where they love to make reference to AI crossing Jordan, but people forget that MJ had 35 in that game and actually won the game. Exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, by you saying he had 30, it means nothing in a loss. Because once again, the points don't tell the story. If they lost that game, them 8 of them points could have came at garbage time. But you would say, but you would give him credit and say, yeah, you lost, but shit, you had 36. Like, no, that's why I said, bro, you can't just go off the numbers all the time. Bro, he gets props from me for that. Again, they were in losses. And also, like I said, bro, Kobe was not guarding Allen Iverson in those games, especially in wins. Like, bro. And then you got okay, I have yet to hear you even mention what's the final score of those games. Because if you're scoring 32, 30 this and 30 that, and then this is the fucking early 2000s, like they wasn't scoring 130 exactly, and they don't even get over 100 points in a game that wasn't even close. That's my point, bro. You giving him credit for for the most part, his points are fucking around be garbage time points, bro. They down by 20, 30 and shit. Like that, like you can't give a nigga credit for that. Bro, trust me. Corn, let me ask you this. How old are you? I'm telling you, I watched the game in real time, bro. Like them games, the series was not that close. Bro. The games were not. I'm telling you, bro, them games was not close, bro. I'm telling you, like the final score ended up being close because of garbage time points. But, bruh, like which game? That's game five. That's game five. Okay. What was the final score? Okay, so clearly one of the quarters got dominated, right? Which quarter did the Lakers take off? Fourth. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's my whole point right there. Right. Also, look, hey, before I forget, uh, to the little young lady that your clip has been going viral about you know, if a man truly loves a woman, he don't have hard times. I just want you to know that you are a stupid bitch. And that dude that you were talking about, that you call yourself cutting loose because he had financial issues. He, oh, I'm sorry. Backstory. They were together. You met her dude. I guess they were living good. The dude fell on hard times. She accused him of not really loving her because if he loves her, he don't have hard times. He don't have financial issues. My thing is this: if I'm being honestly objective, I honestly can see what she meant or what she tried to say, but the way you said it, you sound ignorant. I ain't gonna call you out your name, and I apologize. I called you a bitch, but I'ma just say you sound ignorant, young lady. Am I off in that? What would y'all say?
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I was gonna listen to what y'all had to say. I'll answer last.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this, man. I'm sorry. Corn, did you want to address that young lady before I say that? Man, nah, I ain't finna shine on her because just being real, like, uh, if I'm being honest, like, I have a daughter, and if I'm being real, do I want my daughter to be cutthroat and you see what I'm saying, and have her shit together, and her man gotta have his shit together, and you see what I'm saying? I want that, but realistically, it's not. You know what I'm saying? The chances of her finding a bum, you see what I'm saying? It's like the chances are great. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you can do is put in her head values, morals, you see what I'm saying, that you hope that she keeps. You see what I'm saying? And all I'll say is it sounds like this young lady, she's clearly used to living a certain way. She clearly used to living a certain way, and that's not a bad thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't, any dude who want his daughter treated a certain way, I applaud every dad who, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you're about, you know what I'm saying? But I think she's the product of hearing the right message, but slick hearing what you wanted to. You see what I'm saying? Because what she's trying to say is this: if you love me, you'll do everything you can to make sure that we don't have financial issues. Now, if you out here doing bullshit and it's causing us to have financial issues, then I have to question if you truly love me. That's what she meant. But she just sounded hella fucking stupid the way she said it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Now, if
Yeah,
that's what she
yeah.
said, then I would have been like, yeah, you absolutely right. But honestly, it's like you can doubt a nigga's love in that situation because it's like if you truly love this woman, you want to be with this woman, then you're gonna do what it takes to make sure that woman is happy. You see what I'm saying? And it sounds like the reason why this shit pissed me off because it sounded like because she it's like you don't understand, bitch. Life happens. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like sometimes, honestly, sometimes shit happens that take you through financial troubles. Like you could be in a situation where you know what I'm saying. You can't afford insurance. You driving around. You don't have car insurance. You get hit. Somebody sue your ass overnight. Financial issues. You see what I'm saying? Or you go out here, you go out here, you get COVID. You know what I'm saying? Something that you can't predict. It's like you get COVID and then you out of work for 2 weeks. Bam, financial issues. Like that you stupid. But I digress.
um,
I digress. But I mean bruh, I don't know, bro. That shit burned me up and it's like it burned me up because it's like right now I have a 16-year-old daughter. You see, I'm trying to mold. Honestly, I'm trying to mold what she will and won't accept, or what she will and won't expect from her dude. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, don't say stupid shit and have her. You know what I'm saying? Because she probably done seen that shit. Yeah. And then it's like it's up to her if she wanna live. Like, what if my daughter's sitting there looking at her and she like, you know what? She right. And then that's one mind that you got thinking that way. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing that black men can't do. You can't struggle. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Shit crazy. They already say if you close the door with your hips, you're gay. You can't you can't do nothing, bruh. Like I swear to God, bruh, before it was a meme, I blew my food. In my own household, I was questioned. Like, why you blowing that food like that? And I'm like, how the fuck do you blow food? And I was prematurely judged and said, if you was a real man, you would just eat it hot. So I'm like, I'm not a man because I don't want to fucking burn my tongue. Like it's getting out of control, man. It's getting out of control. I'm sick of it.
Yeah,
But
you
nah, man.
definitely right. I think there's.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, go
My
ahead.
bad. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, I was just saying. I think there's a mentality that goes around with women who. I'm not saying they're 100% wrong. I mean, the man, like traditionally, the man is a breadwinner,
Can't make me.
but I don't think it should be a conditional thing that you don't love me unless you don't love me if you're gonna go through if we're gonna go through hard financial times. The reality is times are hard right now. Times have been hard for a while, so
Oh my god.
it's not even realistic. It's not really even realistic to say that somebody can't possibly go through a bad financial time. You know, some people, not everybody, and I can even attest to like not everything's been perfect. I've been through bad financial times, but it everybody's different to me, and it also matters the person you're with. Like I feel like she needs to realize like as much as you think that you got to realize that you need to be his support too. You can't just put this all on the man all the time. You know, if the man is
Yeah.
slacking here, you need to try to come up and pick him
Hey,
up.
bro.
You
This
know,
is a
I
perfect
feel like
this is a perfect conversation because it's men's mental health month, right?
yeah, oh yeah, it is, it is. But yeah, like you got to be able to be his peace. Men can turn into Superman for the right woman. You know,
Yeah.
like if he's going through a hard time, the biggest thing that a man can get is a hug and to say it's going to be all right and let's figure this out. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
in my eyes, I don't know if y'all agree, but yeah, in my eyes, that's one of the biggest things that you can do. You know, like okay, let's figure this out. Let's do this. Let's do this. Be a help instead of being, oh well, you broke. Well, I'm gonna go to the next man and blah blah blah. Are you broke? Or at least he ain't broke. I'm like, nah, like you can't.
Hey, and
We're
I'm gonna
too
tell you,
grown and the
bro.
times are too crazy to be looking at it like that. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. Also, women, it's men's mental health awareness month, right?
Hmm.
Honestly, just being real, you should try to shut the fuck up sometimes. Like,
Yes, yes.
like, God, like, goddamn, shut up sometimes.
Let me, and I'm gonna emphasize one thing, ladies. Listen to this. Listen to this because you might deal with somebody who might be like me. If you are arguing, if you're in a disagreement, and this man tells you, "Go away for a minute. Can you step out away? Can you give me time so I can calm down?" Please do so. Don't come in there and fussing and blah 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 blah. I don't care, blah blah blah. No, because now it's going to turn into World War III. I know this because I've been through multiple times. No, if somebody is asking you, hey, give me time so we can go away, separate. I can organize this, think this out, and I can come back to you like a normal human being, like your man, boyfriend, whatever, husband should come back to you,
Hey, and
like a
look,
grown adult.
just for the rest of this month, just for because it's mental awareness month, right?
Hmm.
When I'm in public, you bitch. If I see a woman giving a man a hard time, I'm telling you, you just gonna hear a God damn. You see what I'm saying? If you
Mhm.
hear me, if you hear me say that, women, if you hear me say that, just know you getting on that man's nerves, bitch.
Yeah,
Leave that man. It's let him have this month. Jesus,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. So
they ain't gonna
yeah,
let him have it. They ain't gonna let him have it. I'm telling
most
you
likely
now.
not, but it's good advice for like a lot of
You
women. And
know, hey,
it's
look,
not like
you
threatening
know
or
what they gonna
anything, but
do?
it's just like it's a respect thing.
You know what they gonna do?
What was that?
They gonna they gonna they gonna turn it around on him and make it his fault for being mad.
Yeah,
What they do?
yeah. In a lot of cases,
That's what
that
they
can
do.
happen.
But hey, so listen, bro. I don't really got nothing else, bro. Y'all got anything? Oh yeah. You good? All right. Well,
Yes, sir.
I'll say this last thing, and we can go. Hey, man, Batman really is a trash ass hero, bro. Like, I was thinking about that.
Man, wow.
I was thinking about it, right? And I'm looking at Batman, and it's like he really is Tom Brady, bro. Like, cause bro. Tom Brady's Batman, bro.
That
Cause look,
was
bro,
funny.
Batman
And
is
you
like
take Superman.
he got
It
hella.
was crazy.
But I'm just saying, bro. In the if you define the word hero, that's what I'm saying.
See, this is how I know y'all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Before we cut
Bro,
this, you said overrated. Marquee Gang. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish on this one. Let me finish on this one real quick. Let me
please,
finish on this one real quick. And this is what's
please.
called. This is what's called. Batman is intelligent and uses his brain. If you understand comics, hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'll let y'all finish. Let me finish. Batman is an intelligent person. I don't know if anybody understands this. He's not just a billionaire. He's a master of martial arts in many forms. He can do a lot of things that the regular human man can't do. To be able to fight alongside with a lot of these people, man, look, any Marquee Gang, if you are a comic book fan, y'all know what I'm talking about, and y'all know that Superman compared to Batman, yes, he is more powerful, but
Hey, let me ask
Superman's
you this:
trash and he's basic. Now,
what have
hold
you
on, let me
seen?
finish. Y'all got the finish. Y'all, let me hold on. Hold on. Let me finish. Listen to me. Listen to me. And Batman beat down Superman, and he would do the same to Hulk. He'd figure out a way. Batman has Hulk Buster armor. What are we talking about? Get out of here. Batman has Superman Buster armor pretty much. And he beat down Superman by using his brain. Superman is weak. I like Superman, but compared to other Kryptonians, he's weak. Batman shouldn't really have been able to do that, but he did. He beat him down with kryptonite gloves because Superman cannot handle kryptonite. He's not from Krypton. Anybody else from Krypton can handle that and may not have gotten actually, I don't know. Batman with prep time and all my comic book people know. Batman with prep time is a whole different animal. Sorry, he has a way to beat every last one of the members of the Justice League, including himself. Watch the episode Justice League, y'all. Y'all understand what I'm talking about. I respect the opinions of these two, but do the research before you take it to full to full with that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, compared Superman is basic. The best
So
thing
so
about Superman was his last movie that came out with Henry Cavill, and it humanized him. Other than that, I love Superman, but he is basic. He is the basic superhero. All you have to do is bring him in, and that's it for the
so
most
what have
part.
you
Unless you
so
bring
what have
somebody
you
like
seen?
Doomsday in, that's from makes who overrated? Yes, it makes Superman. Superman is overrated. The conditioning of his body, what he knows, how he thinks stuff out. He is the world's greatest detective, using his brain amongst superheroes. He is one of the most impressive superheroes you can ever get. To discredit, that's a shame. That's a shame to discredit Batman like that. And y'all pick Superman. I let it be known, y'all pick Superman and said that Batman is the most overrated over Superman. What do we? Let's go on the fight. Okay, give Batman Superman powers. It's over.
So let me,
Superman
hey,
cannot hang with Batman. He
so let
only
me ask
does
you
this
this.
because he's an alien. We could put Goku against Superman, and Goku can beat the you know what out of him.
Hey, let me ask you this though.
So, like
What
I
have you
said,
seen? What
like
have you
we can
seen Batman do that Tom Brady can't do?
everything. What you mean? Like fight crime? Like what do you mean? What if I seen Batman do that
Bro,
Tom Brady can't?
Tom Brady can 100% fight crime, bro.
No, he can't. He's not fighting the crime like Batman. I'm sorry, he's not doing any of that. Y'all just capping because y'all capping for Superman, and that's crazy. Well, I say to each your own, to each their own. But I like I said, Superman. I do like Superman. I do. In fact, I actually love Superman in some aspects, but Batman to me is a better character. But he's a more interesting character. He's a better character, and the best thing about Superman happened in this last Superman movie. I like that. That's my whole thing with it.
Well,
Straight up, straight up.
but listen, well, listen, bro. I don't got nothing else. So, Batman sucks and fuck Miss Faye forever.
Okay, stay forever, man. All right.